Uh, yeah.
What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Friday Night Panel with yours truly, Mike Orr and Cedric Ben. And yes, man, it is Friday. Guys, let me remind you, today's episode is brought to you by the BetStamp app, which is helping thousands of people win at sports betting for free. The same way travelers are using Google Flights or Expedia to find the best prices, bettors can now use BetStamp to do the same. When you place a bet, the odds given by a sportsbook will determine how much you could possibly win, even when betting on the same outcome. Different sportsbooks will offer varying payouts, and these differences can be huge. Thankfully, BetStamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sportsbooks. You can click on any matchup and instantly see all the different odds for game lines, player props, and even future bets. Line shopping is the simplest way to find an edge in sports betting and maximize your chances on winning long term. On average, BetStamp users win an extra $1,000 plus yearly just by line shopping. You can find the BetStamp app on the Apple iOS Store, Google Play Store, or through your browser at www.betstamp.app. To access all these benefits, sign up using promo code TalkingFight and start your journey to successful sports betting today. If you forget to use the code upon sign up, you can always enter our code in the BetStamp account settings afterwards, guys. So do me a favor, go check that out. Again, www.betstamp.app. You know what it is, man. Or hit up that QR code just above Cedric's head. Seti, we got a weekend of fights, bro.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. The big main event versus Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Haney says he's been waiting for this fight for 4 years. I don't know if 4 years ago if he would have been prepared for it. He says him and his team felt they were prepared for it 4 years ago. Lomachenko didn't believe that 4 years ago Haney deserved the shot at the title back then, but obviously he definitely has definitely the undisputed champion at 135 now. So he's the man in the position, and so it's going to be very interesting. I'm very interested to watch this because it's going to be skills versus skills. Both guys are high level technical boxers. Both are more known for their boxing skills, not necessarily power punches. So it's going to be interesting to see whose brain could work better than the other person's brain to get their offense going better.
And it's a stacked card too. It's a stacked card too, guys. Be on the lookout for it. Right from the beginning. Emiliano Vargas, 4-0, looking to stay undefeated. That whole Vargas, dynasty. Mari Jones, haven't seen this kid in a while, coming back out. 8-0, looking to stay undefeated. Abdullah Mason, Nico Ali Walsh, Floyd Diaz, Oscar Valdez, and Raymond Muratella and Junto Nakatani, just to round out the top of the card on this side, man. Junto Nakatani, this kid, man, is going to be fighting for the WBO World Superfly vacant title against Andrew Maloney, who is 25-2-0. In that Superfly division. Nakatani, one of these Japanese kids who's just taking the world by storm, along with, Inoue, the monster. Nakatani now is 24-0. Coming off his last fight was a big one, man, against Francisco Rodriguez Jr. Then that was back on November the 1st last year. So it's going to be nice to see this kid pop in and get in the ring again and definitely, do what he does best. And that's whooping some ass, man, because, 24-0, 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He is now improved to number 4 in the Superfly division in the world out of 728. So big things to see out of the southpaw from Japan.
What's the record again?
He's 24-0 with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He's now improved to number 4 out of 728 in the world. The kid's only 25 years old, man. Southpaw out of Japan. So guys, be on the lookout for this kid. I know I profiled him a couple years ago. I told you back then to keep watching him. And you know what? He's doing exactly what I said he was going to do, man, climbing those ranks and coming up with those W's. That's a huge card. This Haney Lomachenko card is the one that I think that everybody's really been waiting for all weekend. Two of the most talented fighters in boxing will clash for this lightweight title when Devin Haney defends his undisputed championship against Ukraine's 3-division world champ, Vasily Lomachenko. This is a huge one. I've been waiting for this one for a while. Haney is a rising superstar in the sporting world. is bracing himself for a huge challenge against Lomachenko. One of the top fighters of his generation, stated top-ranked chairman Bob Arum. Haney and Lomo are phenomenal boxers. This fight is bound to leave an incredible mark on boxing history. End quote. Haney, 29-0, 15 knockouts. Set to fight on home soil for the first time since his double victory against Kambosos Jr. in Australia last year, which secured his undisputed championship. Aged at just 24, Haney has forged a unique career path since going professional in Mexico in 2015 at age 17. He debuted in the U.S. on the Manny Pacquiao Timothy Bradley 3 undercard at MGM Grand Garden Arena in 2016, and after a fourth round defeat of the previously undefeated Tsar Abdullah, Haney was granted the WBC Lightweight World Championship. He successfully defended his title against undefeated challenger Alfredo Santiago and former world champions Gamboa and Linares and Joseph Diaz Jr. Last June, he established himself as the undisputed champion with the masterclass 12-round performance in Melbourne, cheered on by over 40,000 Kambosos fans. This one's a huge one. Lomachenko, guys, you have to know him. If you watch boxing, you know this man. 17-2, 11 KOs, two-time Olympic gold medalist with a remarkable 396-1 amateur record. Guys, I didn't say that. I didn't stutter. 396-1 amateur record. He won world titles across featherweight, junior, lightweight, and lightweight categories. He defeated George Linares for the WBA and Ring Magazine titles in the lightweight category. He took the WBO title from Jose Pedraza. He added the vacant WBC title to his collection with a 12-round victory over Luke Campbell in London. And the 35-year-old lost his titles to Teofimo Lopez in a tight contest in October of 2020, but bounced back with a commanding win over Mayoshi Nakatani and Richard Comey the following year. And after nearly 11 months of serving with a territorial defense battalion in his native Ukraine, Lomo defeated unbeaten contender Jermaine Ortiz last October. So, what do you think? What do you think? Big things going on here for this weekend.
Yeah. Got the chance to study Lomachenko's last two fights. In the last fight against Jermaine Ortiz, he did get hit a little bit more. A lot of people were trying to say that was signs of a slowing down or getting old, but I don't think so. I think the thing was Jermaine Ortiz was a former sparring partner for Lomachenko, so he knew a lot of the tricks that he was going to do and was really prepared for them. So that's why I think Lomachenko got touched up a little bit extra in that last fight against Richard Comey. He looked like he was right back to the same Lomachenko that we saw before,
right?
Or he had to take that little bit of time off. And even though I don't think age is a factor at all because of we know Lomachenko, he lives a good lifestyle. He's not known to be going out and partying and gaining a bunch of weight in between fights and having to kill himself to make weight. He lives a disciplined lifestyle. So I think he's a young 34, the same way how like Floyd was able to still look young even in his late 30s and still fighting. I think Lomachenko is still the same Lomachenko at 34. And so but Haney is not the same Haney that he was 4 years ago.
No, not at all.
That is that's the main difference. So I think the thing about Lomachenko is that the invincible aura around him is kind of gone away from the TO loss. After he lost his second match there, a lot of people gave him the excuse that it was only a second match and he needed time to develop and still. But then after the TO fight, I think kind of lost that because going in there, most boxers would just be scared of him, just from his reputation. So yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting to see how he's able to how the styles match up. You think?
I think these styles are gonna make for a great fight. Definitely one that's gonna go down in the books is a very technical main event. I think it's going to be A lot of back and forth. I think it's going to be a lot of close rounds. But I don't see anybody coming in here and headhunting, looking to knock it out in one shot. I don't see that. Both these guys are calm, cool, collective. They work well under pressure, and they've got the skills to back it up. So I think we're about to see a really well skilled main event. Definitely one for the books. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the undercard. The undercard is going to have tons of action, guys. Junto Nakatani taking on Andrew Maloney for that WBO World Superfly vacant title. That's going to be a huge undercard. Co-main event on this undercard. Then Raymond Murtella taking on Jeremiah Nakathelia. This one here, this is a big one too. Raymond Murtella 17-0. Nakathelia 23-2. This is in that light division. Pardon me?
That's the co-main event?
No, the co-main is our boy here, Murtella, taking on our boy. Junto Nakatani taking on Andrew Maloney is our co-main event for that WBO World Superfly. That one's gonna be big. Junto Nakatani 24-0. Maloney 25-2. This WBO World Superfly vacant title up for grabs. That's a co-main event. I think that one's going to be really good. And the other fight on this card that is gearing up to be a very exciting one is definitely Raymond Murtella taking on Jeremiah Nakathelia. Murtella 17-0. Ranked 40 in the world right now in that light division. 14 wins coming by way of knockout. 26-year-old. 5'8" out of Fontana, California. His last fight, KO, late in the 9th round against Humberto Galindo. Muratella down in round 1. Galindo down from a body punch round 4 and down round 9, and then counted out from a body punch in round 9. So, we got this kid here, Muratella, who's got some heavy hands, and he loves to go to the body, just like you like, man. That's why they call him Danger, because he has that ability to finish you late. He can finish you late, man, in that 9th and 10th round. And that goes to show you, for a young guy, he's got a gas tank and he's got power. So definitely three huge fights on that card to be watching for. Also, I can't take away from some of the other ones. Nico Ali Walsh, the grandson of Muhammad Ali. You can't say no to that one. Abdullah Mason, Amari Jones, Emiliano Vargas to round it all out. Floyd Diaz. Huge fights on this undercard. So we'll move along because it's not the only fight this weekend. This one, Taylor Serrano. We got to talk about it.
That's this weekend?
Yeah. 2 p.m. Eastern. Katie Taylor has the chance to become a 2-weight undisputed world champion when she takes on undisputed super lightweight world champion Chantal Cameron in a historic homecoming fight at the 3 Arena in Dublin, Ireland on Saturday, guys, May 20th. Irish Legend.
That is a very big fight. Very big fight.
Yes. Yes.
We need to talk about it, but
we are going to talk about it.
I got to get going in a couple of minutes, so I got a couple more things I want to say about the Haney Lomachenko fight. I'm hearing a lot of people trying to use the excuse that Haney is simply too big for Lomachenko. There's a lot of people saying that, but Lomachenko himself is not using that as an excuse. As a matter of fact, he said he specifically wants to stay at 135 because he feels like it looks like he's running scared if he goes back down. So he himself said that he needs to stay at 135 and prove himself there. So all the people saying that he's too small for the division and all that, this is what he wants. No one's forcing him. There was no clause in the contract to make him come up to 135 or anything like that. This is what he wanted. So yeah, there's no too big excuse. Ready?
Yeah, man. I hear what you're saying. I can't wait to see it. This one, that one gets underway 10 p.m. Main event, main card gets underway at 10 p.m. Eastern time, guys. So be on the lookout for that one. ESPN Plus, pay-per-view, Sky Sports, May 20th, 10 p.m. Eastern time. That's for Haney Lomachenko, guys. Definitely, if you have places to watch these things for free, I suggest you make sure that you can get in and watch it because you're not going to want to miss this highly anticipated fight. 4 years in the making. We'll see. I can't wait.
I'll still be in the comments, but I gotta go.
Definitely. Thank you. Thanks, Edward, for joining. I'm gonna break down this Taylor Serrano and this Harper and Baracus, which are also scheduled to go on this weekend. So definitely.
Wait, where's he from again?
No, Baracus. We're talking the women. Terry Harper is taking on Cecilia Baracus.
Brazil.
Pardon me?
Cecilia Baracus. Where's she from?
She is from, I want to say,
that name, Brazil or UK somewhere.
I think she's from Brazil. Oh no, actually Norway. Birthplace though, Cartagena, Colombia. So Colombian by way of Norway. So Cecilia Baracus, 37-2, 9 KOs, super welter, ranked number 2 out of 75 in the world. She is number 1 out of 1 in Norway. She's coming off of a unanimous decision win over Marissa Portillo back December the 17th. So we haven't seen her in the ring since last year. So yeah, definitely. Guys, this one gearing up to be a great event. Taylor Serrano, let's talk about it. This one, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Irish legend Taylor, 22-0, 6 KOs, fights in Ireland for the first time in her professional career as she bids to create even more history and further cement herself as the greatest female fighter on the planet when she meets England's Cameron. Taylor edged out Amanda Serrano in an epic fight for the ages on an iconic night at the sold-out Madison Square Garden in New York last April. The global superstar retained her undisputed lightweight world title belts after that fight of the year contender with multiple division world champ Amanda. So this one here, time 7 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. Eastern time, main event ring walks approximately 5 p.m. Eastern for you guys. This card will stream live on DAZN. The fight will take place at the 3 Arena in Dublin. And the main card is set to get underway at 2 p.m. Eastern time with the main event ring walk scheduled for 5. It was the first women's boxing bout to headline the famous MSG in its 140-year history, attracting an unprecedented audience of 1.5 million tuning in globally on DAZN. The rivals were set to rematch in Dublin on May the 20th until Serrano withdrew due to injury last month. Northampton's Cameron, who's 17-0 with 8 KOs, achieved a lifetime dream by outpointing the USA's Jessica McCaskill to be crowned undisputed at 140 at the Edith Arena in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates last November. Cameron captured the famous green and gold WBC 140 title by widely outpointing Brazil's Adriana dos Santos Arua behind closed doors at the Marshall Arena in Milton Keynes back in October of 2020. The 31-year-old added the IBF and inaugural Ring Magazine world titles to her collection by decisioning India's Mary McGee in an all-action main event at the O2 in London in October of 2021 before defending her titles with another unanimous decision points win over Victoria Nolia Bustos in May of last year. This one's going to be a great one, guys. So make sure you get in here. This is going to have a great undercard as well. Not only are we going to get to see Chantal Cameron and Katie Taylor, we get to see Terry Harper and Cecilia Breakhouse go and fight for the WBA World Super Welter title. This is on the same card, guys. This one is going to be huge. I can't wait. Terry Harper, 13-1-1. Cecilia Breakhouse, 37-2. This one, Harper will defend her WBA Super Welter World title against former World Pound for Pound number 1 Cecilia on the undercard of the Katie Taylor's historic homecoming clash with Chantal Cameron. Former WBC and IBO super featherweight world champion Harper, who is 13-1-1 with 6 KOs, won the WBA 154 world title by widely outpointing Scotland's Hannah Rankin at the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham in September last year. Her first fight up at super welterweight. And then Norway's Breakhouse, who's 37-2 with 9 KOs, former undisputed ruler at 147, is attempting to become a 2-division world champion. First Lady, modern pioneer of women's boxing, held the WBC and WBA world titles at welterweight from 2009 to 2020, and also picking up the WBO titles in 2010 and the IBF title in 2014, guys. So, Breakhouse lost the titles by majority decision to Jessica McCaskill in August of 2020 in downtown Tulsa, USA, and lost again to Kaskilla in a rematch at the American Airlines Center in Dallas in March of 2021. So McCaskill is the only other fighter to have beaten Breakhouse as a professional. So, guys, you're definitely not going to want to miss this one. This one's got lots of good stuff written all over it. Also, on this card, we got to talk about it. We have these wonderful women fights, man. Chantel Cameron, Katie Taylor. We got Terry Harper, Cecilia Breakhouse. But we also got Gary Cully on the card, taking on Jose Felix. And this one's a good one, man, for the undercard. Also, Arguerco is taking on Grant Dennis. Arguerco, we talked about this kid before. I profiled the middleweight division, 12-0 right now. Yeah, watch out for this kid, guys. This one's a middleweight. Kid hits heavy. I can't wait to see this one. Also, the Irish lad, man, the heavyweight, Thomas Carty, back in action, taking on Jay McFarlane for the Boxing Union of Ireland Celtic heavy title, guys. And I believe that Thomas Carty is going to come away. This one is scheduled for, I believe, 8 rounds in that heavyweight division, and I really don't see it going past the 4th. Paddy Donovan, love this kid. Back in action. We haven't seen him in a long time, man, taking on Sam O'Mason. Paddy Donovan, they're calling him one of the prettiest boxers out there. Bob Abrams said it. A lot of people have said it. The kid just looks like a model, but he fights like, he's got the whole pride of Ireland with him. Paddy Donovan, he's 10-0 right now. Looking on to take Sam O'Mason, who is 17-4-1. We interviewed Paddy back last year on our channel. 7 wins coming by way of knockout. He goes by the Real Deal. He's only 24 years old, from Limerick, Ireland, and his last outing was a first-round TKO against Luis Eduardo Sousa Borges de Silva, and that one was at the National Stadium of Dublin. That one was back April 1st, 2023. So he's only been out of the ring a couple of months. Before that, he took on Tom Hill at the SEC Arena in Odessa. The Odyssey Arena in Belfast. And that one was an 8-rounder, and he won on points. So, he can go both ways here, man. He can either finish it really early, or he can take you the distance. He's a very skilled fighter to watch, guys. So I want you to make sure that you check him out. Definitely don't want to miss that one. Paddy, the Real Deal Donovan, taking on Sam O'Mason on this wonderful, wonderful card that's getting underway at 2 o'clock. Also, Maisie Rose Courtney, I profiled her 2 weeks ago, is taking on Kate Radomowska, who is 3-1-0 in the flyweight division. That one is going to start the card. That one's going to open it up and get it underway. So definitely, you're not going to want to miss this one. Make sure, guys, that you tune in before the actual card starts if you can find it. I know that they usually do something on YouTube. Make sure you want to check it out. Oh, and also on the card, without mention, man, Dennis Hogan taking on James Metcalf for that IBO World Super Welter title is up for grabs on this one, guys. So you're not going to want to miss all the action that is going on in the boxing world this weekend. Yes, Lomachenko, Haney is the one that everybody's talking about. It is the one that everybody's going to be watching. They're all going to be sitting around watching that one. It gets underway. But guys, listen, there is some boxing to watch before that gets going, starting 2 p.m. Eastern time. You heard it here, man. It's Friday night. It's the panel. We don't really got much going on other than the boxing. that I just mentioned. There's nobody here to chop it up with me right now. I know Cedric said he'd be popping in and out, but I know he's busy in that gym working Team Canada to the grind. There, grind him down, man, build him up. That's exactly what he's doing. We will be ringside again this Sunday at a Lee Baxter Promotions event. Guys, can't wait for this one. You'll be able to check out all the footage that we captured from this weekend out at the Niagara Falls Convention Center, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. You know what it is, man. We're going to be at this event. This one is going to be streamed on the Zone, so make sure you check it out. You'll be able to catch us ringside, running around with our cameras, catching all that great footage. Definitely, Lucas Body, definitely a great fight. You're not going to want to miss this one. Yeah, definitely. I'm being told that I got to start and do a promo for this one, guys. But I guess we'll have to figure it out. I'll have to cut a promo for it, but I can't do it right now because I don't have all the information in front of me. I'm just going by what's in front of my head. So yes, I just know that Batty is headlining this one. So make sure you check it out. You're not going to want to miss it. Live, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, at the Convention Center. You know what it is, man. Canada put themselves back on the map again with another wonderful event. You're not going to want to miss it. Spencer Wilcox is out on this one as well, one of the younger brothers of Bradley Wilcox, who I interviewed this week, who we were ringside for the historical event just a couple of weeks ago. But guys, make sure I'm starting to lose my voice here because I'm just talking and rambling. Sorry, guys, that there's not too much more to talk about. Collins Darkwa, Tim, what was your favorite fight with Mike Tyson? Unfortunately, Tim isn't here to answer that, so maybe I'll just have to, I'll just have to give it to you. My favorite one, honestly, the famous ear bite. The famous ear bite's my favorite. It showed Mike Tyson in a very dark place in his career, and now look at him today, man. He's bounced back better than ever. Yeah, one of my favorites. Just showed his pure frustration, and I've never seen anybody bite somebody's ear off before, so it was pretty interesting for me. I hope that answers your question, Collins. Until next time, guys. I guess that's what it is, man. We don't have too many more people dropping any lines in the comment bar, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get to work, so you guys don't have to. We'll see you Sunday. Sunday, guys. Sunday. We have the scorecard going on early. I'm definitely believing that it's going to be the Lomachenko and Haney fight that Cedric is going to be breaking down for you on his scorecard. So make sure, guys, that you bring your scorecards with you and your explanations, not just the card and your score. But we need to hear the explanation behind why you scored it like that. That's what it's about. And the Sunday Knockout of the Week award. I don't know if we will be doing it on Sunday because we will be out in Niagara. You know what it is. Guys, until next time, it's your man Mike with his ear to the ground, finding all these young, hot, undiscovered prospects from around the world. I'm up to date with all the news and all the boxing that's going on around the world when I'm talking to you on the panel. And the young and hungry, the undefeated, the undiscovered prospects from around the world. Yes, that's what I do on my show, Knuckle Up, 4 p.m. Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know what it is, man. We will see you next time, next week, 7 o'clock, same time, same channel, Friday night panel, new topics. You know what it is. Peace. Fighting solves everything. Don't forget that.